here.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite coolest clone trooper in the world's favorite nerd, and today we are talking about Captain Rex. He was the exclusive from HasCon. Luckily, once again, Crashbox came through for me and was able to get me one, and I didn't have to pay scalper prices. He's actually pretty well done, but I already see something that I'm irritated by. Actually, two things that I'm irritated by, but the good news is they're relatively minor. He does come with a lot of accessories, which we're going to talk about right now. He comes with an armory, as he should. He comes with his two signature pistols. They're both cast in this metallic flecked plastic, which looks really good, and he can hold them and they can go in his two side holsters as we kind of see the character and are familiar with the character. He also comes with you know, the signature kind of clone trooper blaster. Not my preferred weapon for him to carry, but he does come with one, so that's cool. Cast the same way, and it looks like this one might even be dry brushed as well as this one, which is what I am more kind of comfortable with him having with the other two in his holsters. But at least you have the option. And once again, the weapon looks amazing. I wish we could get this kind of detail in their regular line. Speaking of that, let's talk about the figure. And we'll talk about the thing that annoys me, one of the things that annoys me straight away. So this is a problem that a lot of 3 3/4 figures have as well, where when you have a removable helmet, the helmet doesn't cover the chin. It's obnoxious. So his chin, I've messed with it as much as I can. I can't get that chin covered. Like, I hope he doesn't have a glass jaw, if you know what I'm saying, because he's out of here. There's decent paint all throughout this figure, though, with one exception, which we'll get to. Something that I noticed real quick before I started this review. The blue is painted on and then scratched up with a gray over top. It looks amazing. And then we have this copper along the lines here for the kind of detailings. More blue here at the top of the helmet. We have the hash marks for how many, you know, droids he's killed. We have his signature kind of rotating targeting visor. We have a wash applied to all of the armor, and it's very faint and very subtle, just enough to get in like the crevices there, so to speak. It looks fantastic. An absolutely amazing job. Now, the helmet is removable. I have heard that with, okay, I don't have this issue. Thank whomever, thank the maker. But on the inside, because of the wash, some of these helmets supposedly got washed on the inside as well, which is causing the paint to scratch and the wash to wear off from the helmet onto the face. So if you have that issue, just be extra careful. The face sculpt itself is really well done. The paint is really well done. It's still in that old school style of painting. I know, I'm being patient, but it's very hard because we're getting a lot of Black Series and I really want that digital paint. Anyway, the hair is sculpted and painted. The eyes, eyebrows, all sculpted and painted. Lips sculpted and painted. Nice, really nice, clean job throughout. The head itself is on a ball hinge. You don't get much up. You get a good bit down, and you do get the swivel. I'm sure you get even less with the helmet. Yeah, not as much down, but you do get the swivel. We had this floating piece on top, but it is like nicely warped around this, like it's molded to go around the shoulder, which is nice. With a nice blue paint on there and silver buckles. Then we have the chest. Ball peg, works fine, no issues, kind of standard. We have the same copper and silver paint applied to the chest here, which is also applied to the visor, but I will admit it's applied much cleaner to my chest than it is to the head on mine. Individual results will vary. Once again, the white armor is all washed to make it look lived in and dirty, which I like. We have the blue paint down the arm here, and then the white hash marks for all of his kills. Unfortunately, the white hash marks and the blue paint goes over top of some sculpted detail on the forearm, and it kind of makes for like a unclean or ugly look there, but it's small potatoes. So we have a disc hinge. The shoulder armor goes underneath the chest armor, which looks great, and you get 90 degrees. You get a bicep swivel. How about that? Look what you can do, Hasbro. And then you have a double elbow, which gets you the full range. You have a wrist swivel and hinge up down for a rifle. That's perfect. You got a hinge in out for the holding hand. Once again, perfect. Articulation is the same on the other side, as is the detailings, or as are the detailings, as are. And then we have this soft floating piece that's glued on, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it. And then we had the skirt, which I wish was hidden a bit better, like the band here. I'm sure I could manipulate it and mess with it and stuff, but that is a little weird just to have that strap going across the pelvis. Oh well. The softer plastic is all washed. That does look nice. And then the soft goods here looks good as well with the blue trim that's painted on, so to speak. And then we have T-jointed ball joints for hips that get you out to there. forward, if you rotate the thigh all the way up, if you don't rotate the thigh, not so much. And then you have the thigh swivel. You have the wash on the armor for the most part. But here's the other thing that irritates me about this figure straight out of the box. Does this part not get dirty? Is he only, is he putting towels over the side of his legs? Just getting ready for war. What's going on there? It's on both sides. It just seems strange. It's on the insides of the calves too. It just seems strange. The blue paint seems great, and then the hash marks and stuff for the kills looks fantastic. We have a double jointed knee, getting you a great range. And then the ankles tilt up, not much of a tilt down, and the rocker. So, all in all, a really well done figure. Just a couple things that kind of irritate me, you know, with the chin and then the side of the calves. But that's really my only complaints here. Final thoughts wise, my only complaints, I wish that my skirt here was hidden a bit better underneath the belt. That might be an individual, results will vary. I wish that the paint, the wash was on the side of the calves, and I wish that the helmet covered the chin, and I wish that you could have a trigger finger hand option so you could hold both guns and have it look good. Now this gun is just holding like the, you know, the handle of it. It looks kind of silly, but those are my only complaints. Plenty of positives though, but in order to get there, I gotta mention one more negative. Due to the limitation in the articulation of the ankles around the calf armor, I have had some trouble getting like dynamic poses out of them that look good. I can get the poses, but they don't always look great. The paint is everywhere. They really put forth the effort. Like this, I wish they could produce figures at this level all the time. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really, really, really well done. We got soft goods. We got tons of accessories. We got paint out the wazoo. We have a couple gimmicks like with the targeting thing, and you know, it's really well done. Couple drawbacks, not perfect, but what is. A hard recommend from me, even though we'll definitely get one at mass retail, I would imagine, but it probably won't have the amount of paint love. It might have a soft plastic cape, you know, or hip skirts or whatever. May not have as many accessories. You know, it'll be like this, but less. It'll also cost a bit less as well. So if you can get it at, you know, a small price, but if you're paying eBay scalper fees, unless you're a huge Rex fan, it might be worth waiting and seeing what the regular retail release looks like. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.